Hello everyone, once again I welcome you all to the new episode of Sky This Week video series, and I hope that you all are healthy and doing well at your home. So I would like to tell you that astronomy is all about planning. So we need proper planning and preparation to capture something or to observe something in the sky. So we discuss all the major astronomical events with you in all our episodes so that you can plan your observation accordingly. We also share all the technical information which is required to observe all those events. So like in our previous episode, we discussed a major astronomical event, the Eta Aquarid meteor shower, which was observed at its peak around 5th of May. So I hope that you would have witnessed that rare celestial show and enjoyed very much. So moving forward in the same order, today we will talk about what are the things which is going to happen in this sky starting from 10th of May to 16th of May. So let's see if something important is going to happen in this week. So we start from 10th of May, and on 10th of May the Mercury will be at perihelion. So perihelion is a point when a planet is at closest distance to the sun. So at that time it will be at 0.31 astronomical unit distance from the sun, and when it is at aphelion, the farthest point from the sun, then it will be at 0.467 astronomical unit distance. So you can see that unlike the other planet, Mercury has significant elliptical orbit around the sun. So although it is completely unobservable because it is closest distance to the sun, but in this application we can also observe the Mercury. So this is the planet Mercury. Now we will talk about the sky for the 11th of May. So on 11th of May, the globular star cluster M5 in the constellation of Serpens is well placed for observation around midnight local time, and it will reach to its highest point in the sky at that time. So you can see on the screen that this is the constellation Serpens and this is the M5, the globular star cluster. So let's zoom it. So this is a globular star cluster M5, and at a declination of 2 degree 4 minute, it is visible across the much of the world, and it can be seen between 72 degree north and 67 degree south. So it can be seen with a pair of binocular or through a small telescope also. So on 12th of May, the conjunction of Moon and Jupiter and the conjunction of Moon and Saturn will take place. So Moon and Jupiter will share the same right ascension, with the Moon passing just 2 degree 15 minutes to the south of Jupiter, and it will be visible around 12:21 am when they rise to an altitude of almost 7 degree above your southern horizon, and they will reach to its highest point in the sky just at 4:50 in the morning. So best time to capture this beautiful phenomena, the conjunction of Moon and Jupiter. And also the conjunction of Moon and Saturn will take place on the same day, with the Moon passing just 2 degree 40 minutes to the south of Jupiter. You can see on the screen that the conjunction of Moon and Jupiter and conjunction of Moon and Saturn, and the pair will be visible after 11:50 pm, so reaching an altitude of 40 degree above the southern horizon. And the pair of Moon and Saturn will reach to its highest point in the morning just 5 am. So Moon will be at magnitude of -12.2 at that time, and Saturn will shine with a magnitude of 0.3 at that time. So go and look up in the night sky and try to observe the beautiful celestial event. So on 13th of May, the Moon and Saturn will make the close approach, passing within 2 degree 38 minutes of each other, and the Moon will be 19 days old at that time, and the pair will be visible around 12:38 when the pair rises to an altitude of 8 degree above your horizon. So we can see on the screen that the close approach of Moon and Saturn. So this is the sky for 13th of May, and let's see the sky for 14th of May. On 14th of May, the Moon will be prominent in the dawn sky, and it will rise around midnight. So you can see on the screen that right now it is 1:15 and Moon is rising from the east direction. So on 14th of May, Moon is at last quarter. You can see on the screen that this is our Moon, and we can see on the screen that right now it is 57% illuminated roughly. So it is at last quarter at the time. and it will be in the constellation of Capricornus. Okay, we can see on the screen. So over coming days, the moon will rise later each day, and it will be visible for the some time before sunrise. And when it reaches to the new moon and start rising in the early morning, so it will be visible during the daytime and won't be visible throughout the night. So on 15th of May, the conjunction of moon and Mars will take place. So in some previous days, we saw that the conjunction of moon and Jupiter and the conjunction of moon and Saturn took place on 12th of May. So every day moon shifts 13 degree back in the sky. So now we can see on the screen the conjunction of moon and Mars. So moon and Mars will share the same right ascension, with the moon passing just 2 degree 45 minutes to the south of Mars, and the pair will rise at 1:24 in the morning, and the pair can be best seen just 3 to 4 hours before the sunrise, when it reaches to the altitude of 40 degree above the southern horizon. So moon will be shining with a magnitude of minus 11.7 at the time, and Mars will be shining with a magnitude of 0.2 at the time. So this is the Mars, and this is a moon. So we can see that the conjunction of moon and Mars will take place on the 15th of May. So we have discussed all the major astronomical event that is going to happen in this week, starting from 10th of May to 16th of May. So if you want to get more information regarding this or any topic regarding the space science and astronomy, then feel free to ask anything. Write down your query in the comment section. So if you like the video, then smash the like button, subscribe to our channel for more amazing content related to space science and astronomy, and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you get notified as soon as we upload any new video for you. So thank you. Until then, wish you very clear sky.